glad you could stop by. I hope I haven't interrupted your evening. Oh, well, please sit down at any rate. Oh, you look tired. Are you hungry? I could have cook make you up a light supper.
No, I had something before I left the office. What seems to be the problem?
Oh, well, I just got the Banner's financial report this morning, and I do have several problems with it. I made you a copy. I've marked the problem areas with paper clips. I wasn't aware that you had started an internship program. I think it's a wonderful idea.
So is that one of the items you're having a problem with?
No. Felicia, what is it?
Miss Cummings and Miss Ashley just arrived, ma'am.
Did you tell them that I was in the middle of a business meeting and couldn't be disturbed?
Yes, ma'am, but they said it was very important. Something about a budget problem for next week's show.
This seems to be your evening for dealing with financial problems.
Felicia, would you please show them in? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
I keep hoping that Gretel will be able to handle these problems by herself. They confer with me on absolutely every decision.
If you prefer, Dorian, I could leave.
No, that won't be necessary. It should only take a minute, and then you and I can get back to our conference. Pat, Gretel?
We're sorry to interrupt you.
Well, as a matter of fact, Clint and I were discussing some business, but, what can I do for you? Why don't the three of you sit down, make yourselves comfortable? I'm sure you have a lot of catching up to do.
Well, Clint, I've been reading your series on the nursing home scandal. In fact, we were thinking about doing a show on the same subject.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. I think it's an important story. Of course, it might mean some more location shooting.
Well, we do tend to overbook ourselves on location shooting, as you can see.
So I see.
Clint, look, I hope it's not too late to call a truce here.
Pat, I've always prided myself on being able to size people up pretty quick. But in your case, I was dead wrong. As far as I'm concerned, you're asking me questions about my family the other day on your show was a cheap shot.
Now, just a minute.
Now that you see your little scheme backfired, you want to save face by, apologizing? Doesn't work with me.
Very well, it's all taken care of. You may go ahead with your location shooting, but I want to see a final copy of that budget by tomorrow morning, okay?
Oh, Dorian, that would be a little...
I know you're going to try your best. Please have it messengered over to me by 11 o'clock. We'll be fine. It was really good seeing you both. I'm glad I could help out, but at the moment I have other problems. Good seeing you, really. You know, you're looking so well.
Thanks, Dorian.
Bye, Dorian.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Anytime. Really, I was hoping that at this point Gretel would be able to handle problems like that by herself. Obviously, I was mistaken.
Well, having to work with a prima donna can't help any. Well, if you don't mind, I'd like to discuss the election.
Oh, don't tell me that Herb Callison has been to you for an endorsement.
No, not yet, but the paper is going to have to take a position pretty soon. Now, I've never been swayed by polls, and I don't intend to start now. I'd like to follow my instincts on this.
And are you so sure that your instincts are always right?
Well, they've never let me down before.
Seems to me that your judgment of Pat Ashley was pretty off base.
Well, I guess there's an exception to every rule.
Tell you what, I will let you decide who the Banner is going to endorse if you will return the favor.
Well, that depends on what it is.
All right. It's a situation where you can use those infallible instincts of yours. You see, My groom retired several years ago, and ever since he left, I haven't taken the right kind of interest in my stables. I mean, I haven't bought a new horse in well over a year.
Well, if you need some advice, I'd be happy to help out.
As a matter of fact, I'm planning to go to a horse auction next week. Oh, I always get so confused during the bidding. I'm so afraid of making a mistake.
Well, that sounds like fun. I'd like that. Suppose I call you at the end of the week after I know what my schedule is going to be.
Good.
You know, the one disadvantage about living in Landview is I don't get to ride the way I'd like to, you know? I mean, I got some good horses back home in Arizona, and I really miss not being able to saddle up and go for a ride when I got some free time.
Oh, I just got the most wonderful idea. Why don't you have your favorite horse shipped here? You can keep him in my stable. My goodness, and you can go riding whenever you like. There's plenty of room. You know, at one time, Victor kept, a dozen horses. I used to ride myself almost every day. Unfortunately, I haven't. I've been meaning to go back to it for months. Knowing that you were keeping your horse here would be just the incentive I need. I really do hate to ride alone. That's why I gave it up.
Dorian, I'm sure that you have a lot of friends that are ready, willing, and able to accompany you.
I'm not asking any of them. And it isn't just anybody's company that I want.
Yes, I know. I'll keep the offer in mind.
Good. Now, shall we get back to work? I want to get finished with this. I know how exhausted you must be.